We continue to follow that breaking news out of the Middle East. Israel has launched its long-anticipated retaliatory attack on Iran. Reports of explosions being heard in Tehran started around 2:30 a.m. local time. The attack is believed to be limited at this point to military targets. In a statement, the Israeli Defense Force confirmed the strike, saying in part, quote, "Like every other sovereign country in the world, the state of Israel has the right and duty to respond. Our defensive and offensive capabilities are fully mobilized. We will do whatever necessary to defend the state of Israel and the people of Israel." Now, all of this comes after Iran sent a barrage of roughly 200 missiles at Israel earlier this month. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard said that attack was in retaliation for the killing of Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah. And it also comes less than a week after Israeli military forces killed Hamas's leader Yahya Sinwar during an operation in Gaza. Both Hezbollah and Hamas are proxies of Iran. We are joined now by Courtney Kealy. She is a journalist who has extensive experience in the Middle East. Courtney, what do you make of this timing?
Lana, the timing really throws off any peace talks that were going to happen this Sunday. Mossad was going to be trying to work on peace talks. We've got the Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, in Israel as this is happening. The U.S. has tried and their best efforts to restrain Israel from retaliating at nuclear sites or at weapon sites or oil facilities. Meanwhile, the Iranian foreign minister has been going across to the Arab world in recent days, trying to get them on board in case Israel strikes. So it's not just between Israel and Iran right now. Like you said, it's the proxies, Hamas, Hezbollah, which involves Lebanon and the Palestinians in Gaza. It also involves neighboring Saudi and what their response. Will they support Iran on this, or will they support Israel, or will they remain sovereign and push for peace talks? Lots of big questions. We really need to know where they struck exactly to see how big this really is, how incendiary.
And Courtney, on that note, the IDF statement says that it is conducting precise strikes on military targets in Iran. Given some of the sensitivities and what we have heard from the Biden administration, how does that play into the request from the United States?
Well, it really does show that Prime Minister Netanyahu continues to be unfettered by U.S. demands for restraint. President Biden has often called for restraint, saying that it could be a contingent on arms deals in the future, and this has happened in the past. But clearly, this is a sign that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his cabinet, as well as his military, are going forth with striking on Iran, which is in retaliation. But at this point, we've seen airstrikes and retaliation, and the question is this one-off precision, or is this going to inflame the region even further and cause Iran to want to retaliate in a bigger way?
So let's dive deeper into that, Courtney, because I remember back in April when I was at this desk covering a very similar story. At that point, Tehran launched a barrage of more than 300 drones and missiles targeting Israel. That was in response to the embassy building in Damascus, the Iranian embassy in Damascus being hit and killing 3 top Iranian commanders and 4 officers. At that point, Iran said that they were going to retaliate. They did so. Israel then said that they would retaliate. They did so. And then it just sort of stopped, at least in terms of active weapons being fired between these two countries. Of course, the proxy war continued. Do we expect now, because this had long been telegraphed, that Israel was going to respond to these most recent barrage of attacks by Iran, that will be potentially the end of this and things will go back to more of that shadow war with Hezbollah and Hamas receiving funding and instructions in many cases from Iran? Or do we expect that Iran will continue to retaliate more directly?
Well, Lana, remember you and I were on the desk and we were talking about the death of Ismail Haniyeh when he went to the inauguration of the new Iranian president in Tehran. that was carried out on Iranian soil, and that was a provocation. Then there was the death of Hassan Nasrallah, the longtime leader of Hezbollah and an Iranian proxy that definitely answers to Iran. So we have been waiting to see, after the latest ballistic missiles that were launched at Israel that were shot down with the help of allies. This would be the second time it happened. Now Israel is responding. So it continues going back and forth and back and forth. But Israel attacking Iran is unprecedented. It's not something people wanted to see. They wanted to see peace talks this Sunday, not waking up after Shabbat in the Middle East and in Tehran, hearing explosions and the Israeli military taking responsibility for this. It is a retaliation, but it is also a provocation.